Welcome to session 25. In this session, we shall discuss things which one should know about VLOOKUP. When you want to pull information from a table, the Excel VLOOKUP function is a great solution. It is available under Formula tab. VLOOKUP can be used whenever we want to retrieve information from a table. And yet, although VLOOKUP is relatively easy to use, there is plenty that can go wrong during the usage. One reason is that VLOOKUP has a major design flaw. By default, it assumes you are okay with an approximate match. So, we shall discuss the things which are really important before we learn more about VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is a function to look up and retrieve data in a table. The V in VLOOKUP stands for vertical, which means the data in this table must be arranged vertically. If one has a well-structured table with information arranged vertically and a column on the left which you can use to match a row, you can probably use VLOOKUP. In the above table, the employees' IDs are in column 1 on the left and the email addresses are in column 4 to the right. To use VLOOKUP, you can supply 4 pieces of information or arguments. Number 1, the value you are looking for. Number 2, the range of cells that make up the table. Number 3, the number of the column from which to retrieve a result. Number 4, the match mode. True is used for approximate and false is used for exact. Let's move to the second important detail. VLOOKUP only looks right. That means I consider this as the biggest limitation of VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP can only get data from columns to the right of first column in the table. When VLOOKUP, that is, when lookup values appear in the first column, this limitation does not mean much since all other columns are already to the right. However, if the lookup column appears inside the table somewhere, you will only be able to look up values from column to the right of that column. You will also have to supply a smaller table to VLOOKUP that starts with the lookup column. So we can observe here that this functionality will work only if the details are on towards the right hand side after D column. Number 3, VLOOKUP finds the first match. In exact match mode, if a lookup column contains duplicate values, VLOOKUP will match the first match only. In the example below, we are using VLOOKUP to find a first name and the VLOOKUP is set to perform exact match. Although there are 2 Janets in the list, VLOOKUP matches only the first one. Let us move to the next trivia. VLOOKUP is not case sensitive. When looking up a value, VLOOKUP does not consider case sensitivity. I mean, VLOOKUP does not process upper and lower case text differently. To VLOOKUP, a product code like PQRF is identical to small pqrf. In the example below, we are looking for uppercase Janet, but VLOOKUP does not distinguish case, so it simply matches Janet in the lower case. Since that's the first match it finds. Next one, VLOOKUP has 2 matching modes. VLOOKUP has 2 matching modes of operation, that is exact match and approximate match. In most cases, you will probably want to use VLOOKUP in exact match mode. This makes sense when you want to look up information based on a unique key of some kind. For example, product information based on a product code or movie data based on a movie title. Let's move to the next one. VLOOKUP uses approximate match by default. So if you are doing VLOOKUP, automatically by default VLOOKUP is using the approximate match. So if you want to have the exact match, then one needs to specify that in the argument. True is used for approximate match and false is used for the exact match. Next one, you can force VLOOKUP to do an exact match as discussed just now. If you want exact match, then one has to put in the argument false, and false can be also represented by 0. We shall discuss next about VLOOKUP to do an approximate match. So if you want an approximate match, the argument used must be 1 or true. We shall now discuss about approximate matches. Now, if you are using approximate mode matching, your data must be sorted in ascending order by lookup value. Otherwise, you may get an incorrect results. Also be aware that sometimes text data may look sorted even though it is not. Moving on to the next important detail. VLOOKUP can merge data in different tables. A common case for VLOOKUP is to join data from 2 or more tables. For example, perhaps you may have other data in one table and customer data in another table. If you want to bring some customer data into the other table for analysis, you can do so, as shown in this example. VLOOKUP can classify or categorize data. If you ever need to apply arbitrary categories to data records, you can easily do so with VLOOKUP by using a table that acts as a key to assign categories. A classic example is grades, where you need to assign a grade based on score. In this case, VLOOKUP is configured for approximate match, so it's important that the table be sorted in ascending order, but you can also use VLOOKUP to assign arbitrary categories. In the example, we are using VLOOKUP to calculate a group for each department using a small table that defines the grouping. Moving on to the next detail. Absolute references make VLOOKUP more portable. In situations where you plan to retrieve information from more than one column in a table, or if you need to copy or paste VLOOKUP, you can save time and extract the details, but the VLOOKUP array may change. So in order to freeze the lookup value and table array, one needs to use $, and this usage of $, is called as absolute reference. With the use of absolute reference, you can freeze the details, and if you drag the VLOOKUP formula, you will still arrive at the result. For example, because a lookup value and table array are absolute, we can see in the given example, we can copy the formula across the columns and then come back and change the details. Let us move to the next detail. In a VLOOKUP, if you insert a column in between, you may lose the formula. If you have existing VLOOKUP formulas in a worksheet, formulas can break if you insert a column in the table. This is because hard-coded column index values don't change automatically when columns are inserted or deleted. In this example, The lookups for rank and sales were broken when a new column was inserted between year and rank. Year continues to work because it is on the left of the inserted column. To avoid this problem, you can calculate a column index as described. We would like to now discuss about NA errors. In exact match mode, VLOOKUP will display the NA error when no match is found. In one way, this is useful because it will tell you definitely that there is no match in the lookup table. However, NA error aren't very fun to look at. So there are several ways you can trap this error and display something else instead. One of the functions which we can use to make the error look better than NA is using if error. Going on to the next discussion, we can use VLOOKUP to replace nested if statement. One of the more interesting uses of VLOOKUP is to replace nested if statement. If you have ever built a series of nested ifs, you know that they work fine, but they require a bit of details. You also have to be careful about the order you work in so as to introduce a logical error. For example, a common use of nested if is to assign grades based on a score of some kind. In the example below, you can see a formula has been built with nested if to do just that. Using the grade key at the right as the guide, the nested if can be used. This formula works fine, but note that both the logic and the across actual scores are based on the details given. But if you use VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP can assign the grade with a very simple formula, and you don't have to use if function to this greater extent. One can observe in this example how VLOOKUP has been used to derive that the same result which was earlier retrieved by using if function. VLOOKUP is a simpler tool. Coming to the next discussion, VLOOKUP can only handle a single criteria. By design, VLOOKUP can only find values based on single criteria, which is supplied as a lookup value to find in the first column of the table. This means you can't easily do things like lookup of an employee with the last name of Smith in accounting, or look up an employee based on first and last name in separate columns. However, there are ways to overcome this limitation. Coming to the next discussion, one can use 2 VLOOKUPs instead of 1 to faster the things. So dear students, it may seem completely crazy, but when you have a big set of data and need to do an exact match, you can speed up VLOOKUP a lot by adding another VLOOKUP to the formula. Imagine that you have lot of order data and say more than 10,000 records, and you are using VLOOKUP to look up the order total based on the order ID. So you have a formula something like this. The false at the end forces VLOOKUP to do an exact match. Exact match. But if we can use 2 VLOOKUPs, then we can ascertain the data more easily. The solution is to use VLOOKUP twice, both times in approximate match mode. The first instance simply checks that the value really exists, and if so, another VLOOKUP is run to fetch the data you want. So this is the final formula how it is going to look like. So dear students, so these are the important details which I wanted to discuss with you in this session. So I thank you very much. Shall meet soon in the next session. Take care. Bye. I am Padmini Vasan, Chartered Accountant.